Yo, what up, what up? Trading card investor here with my man Card Talk, back with episode number 2 of Cleveland Cards. Man, we got a good episode in store for today. Feeling good. Bunch of good shit to talk about.
Pace when I'm running, I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up. It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, baby.
I told you this. I didn't invest too much in him, but I made a mistake, and I'm regretting that now for sure.
Bro, he showed out, man. He showed he's a dog. That game was so fun to watch, bro. I was like, oh my God.
My favorite part about him is that after every time he got hit, he was smiling. He got up, he was
shook it off.
Ready for the next one.
Dude, that was literally the best. I was sitting there watching. I was like, oh my God, this is insane. I had him on FanDuel or whatever I play. Dude, he scored like so many points on there. Like he was on fire on that app. Like,
especially those rushing touchdowns. They add up.
Yeah, dude. And then Diggs. I mean, it was insane. It was so fun to watch, man. I can't wait. Like,
awesome start to the NFL season. I had my boy Cooper Kupp in fantasy on my fantasy team. Got a nice 33 points for me too.
Now, quick question now. Do you think... Okay, so like he had that crazy ass game. Now, do you think his card stock like raised like that, or is it kind of just like?
Well, you got to think they took an L, and the Rams overall really didn't look good. You know what I mean? So I feel like people are thinking, people invest in who they think is going to win the Super Bowl this year. That's really what the hype's all about.
I think the main goal is that like what people are buying is to like for the Super Bowl. You know what I mean?
And it really is like this year. Like the market is so short sighted that it's all about today. What's going to be the best today? You know what I mean?
What product's hot right now? You know what I mean? It's insane. It's like
it's a super impulsive market.
See, but I don't know. It's people should be buying the players that they love. That like me and you always talk about it, dude. 10, 20-year investments, like holding on, like the crazy fire you just got in the mail. I mean, come on. Justin Herbert downtown. This guy's buying. Like he's on a downtown kick.
On my TikTok. If you guys want to see it there too.
Nasty.
Herbert downtown. Just pick that up. That's what he's talking about.
Better pictures on his Instagram, TikTok. Man, go check him out. He's got
right. And those are good investments, but you got to think obviously what people are going off of, especially with these people who are going in their first, second, third seasons, is you really got that like 10x potential. You know what I mean? If you guess right on a guy right now, you're going to see the biggest returns. You're going to have the biggest opportunity. You know, someone like Trey Lance has a good year.
I know.
Opportunity. That's why you really see his market spike. It may not even be that he's proven anything different, but it's just who actually has the best opportunity and the most room for growth. And it's the most realistic to grow this year. You know what I mean? I think that's that's the position where Trey Lance is in, and that's why his cards are going crazy.
Dude, I know, it's literally insane. I'm watching him. It's like, dude, he's
hottest in the market right now.
He really is. He's got to be by far the hottest. Like, and his stock went from like people were sleeping on him to like now, dude. It's like it's crazy.
Yep, and all in preparation for that week 1.
Right, and you know it's nuts too. Like the quarterback for the Rams, like I feel like his stock on cards is kind of like it's popularity. I feel like too, man. It's who's like got the cameras behind them. Popularity
Trevor. And potential.
Yeah, like Trevor's like a camera boy. You know what I mean? Like, and people love that.
You're
and
not
it's like
wrong, right?
His social media is on fire.
Even like Luka Doncic for basketball, like obviously he's a god, but besides that, the personality, people love him as a person.
Right. So like I feel like people invest in that too. You're not only buying the card, you're buying the player. That's what I love about this game.
100%.
Is that, bro, when I know I have like a cool Mac Jones silver or something like that, I'm invested in that. Now I'm going to watch how he does the games. It just makes everything more exciting, man. I love 100%. It. Like, I really do.
And it's cool to know that it can move. You know what I mean? It can go up or down. Like, it's definitely fun to be involved in the market.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what it should be about. It shouldn't always be about the money. Oh, my God, I bought this card for this and I flipped it for this. It shouldn't always be about that, man. Like, back in the day, like, it wasn't like that. People collected who they love. And they were diehard fans of that, you know.
I think though it's something where you got to have a little bit of both in the market for it to survive, though. You know what I mean? So I think it's good. You know what I mean? You just got people who are in it to make money, but at the same time, like I'm looking to make money, but I also love it. So it's kind of like a hybrid. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of a little bit in between. I mean, even if you talk to a lot of dealers and stuff, you'll realize, a lot of these guys want to make money, but a lot of them will spend the money back on cards. You know what I mean?
Oh, like, that's the worst, dude.
Like, even of the time, it's a hybrid. You know what I mean?
I take those W's and then I'm like, oh, let me go grab another box or something like. And it's like
Right.
just because I love the hobby, I just really do. It's
100%.
insane.
But back to what you're talking about with Matt Stafford, now his stock's low. You got to think another thing people really invest on is potential. You know what I mean? So with him,
Right.
who's already, 12, 13 years into the league, he just won his first Super Bowl. Yeah, maybe he can get another one or two, but he doesn't have, GOAT potential. He does, so he has a certain ceiling. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
people,
true.
and like we said, man, people are so hype based. They want the person who could 100x, 10, 20,
Yes.
30x. They don't want the guy who's going to go up 2, 3x over 2, 3 years. You know what I mean?
Right. And it's like too, it's kind of hard though because there's so many selections of what you want to like. You can buy Prism, you can buy autos, you can buy
It's
case hits, you
crazy.
can buy
I feel
like
that
nowadays it's
100%.
insane. So it's like, what in your opinion, like what's a smart, do you just buy a rated rookie? Do you buy a Prism rookie? Do you buy a case hit? I guess it's like your preference, but like
Well, I don't. I honestly, if we're talking just straight investments, I think something that I've really learned is that the only stuff I really want to be picking up are rookies that are short printed, like colored variations, different things
yes,
like
yeah.
that. And then I want to be picking up those case hits, those numbered to 5, numbered to
Right, the
10s,
bangers.
autos. Like I really, in my mind, I just think now, would I want 10 $50 cards or one $500 card? You know what I mean? Like
True. And I
I
feel like the market has changed though too. Sorry for interrupting you, but like
no
the
no no,
market's
you
changed
100%.
from like last year, the year before, people were grading base cards
Yep,
and
yep.
people didn't care. People were buying them,
People were buying
just to
for
have,
ridiculous prices
yeah,
too.
just to have that player. But I feel like now this year, people smartened up. They're doing research.
Yep.
They're only buying, like you said, numbered, short print. Like, I see it all
Oh,
the
the
time. Like
market's gotten 10 times smarter.
eBay right
100%.
now. How's eBay for you, this week?
Awful, honestly. I
Yeah,
think I
same.
think people too with eBay, what they don't realize with the season coming up is that there's
Hmm.
so much hype leading up to the season that's
Yeah,
the market is hot leading up to the season. But
fire.
now right now you're in a period where we have 17 weeks, which is over 4 months till we're in the playoffs. So
Yeah,
really the market doesn't get hot like that again until week 15, 16, 17 when teams are
when it's
battling for
shown.
those spots.
Yeah,
They're fighting in
true.
the playoffs, the close playoff games. Who's going to really win the Super Bowl? You know what I mean? So
Right.
we're gonna actually see in the beginning of the NFL season the market's going to get a little cold, and it feels
Right.
weird to say because everyone's like, "Oh, football season."
Yeah,
But
the
what they
hype of
don't
it.
realize is that cashing out in that hype right before can be really, you know what I mean? You got to buy before everyone else thinks to buy because, like you
Yeah.
said, the market's getting smarter. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You
People
got
are
to have
starting to
those
think ahead.
those plays future out, and you have to be real. I give it to you, Robert, because you are very knowledgeable about players, stats, injuries. Me, on the other hand, I'm really not. You know what I mean? But I'm learning, I'm getting better. But it's like you have to be smart about what you're putting your money into.
Well,
Like,
100%. And the more you buy the cards and you try and sell them on eBay, see what moves. You know what I mean? Like the more you do it,
right.
like what was really advantageous for me when I really started going hard into like trying to invest and trying to learn about that stuff more in depth is like the dollar box stuff because you really
Yeah.
got to see, even if it's a low tier card, who really sells quick. You know what I mean?
Yes,
What are the
yes.
plays?
That's so
What's going to keep
smart.
the money rolling? So I mean, I have over 1,000 things sold in the last, 6 months, year, whatever it is, and it's just every time something sells, man, I'm learning and growing from it. You know
Yeah,
what I
and you'll
mean?
pick them up next time you go to a show because you're like, hey, that
Yep,
card sold instantly like that as soon as I listed it. That's why I love
100%.
eBay too. But that is such shout out to Card Collector because that's like a play that we took from him, bro. We would go card shows. Robert would sit at boxes for hours
Hours.
and literally dig, but he would be
Oh
getting
man, the
fire
one show,
parallels.
what was
Like,
it, like 4 hours? Went with Keith was there, and then my
yeah, yeah,
other
yeah, yeah.
uncle was there, and man, I drove
Oh
him
my
crazy
god. I
picking
didn't
through the
care because I
boxes.
was I was kicking it, but he was
Right.
just he got a chair and he literally but you
Hey.
you killed it. He came home, he listed, he did the work, he put it in, and
Oh,
he's
it's a
seen
grind.
results. It
It's a
is.
grind, 100%.
You
But
know?
like I said, the payoff of it isn't just making a profit on those cards. It's learning the market, and also sniping eBay is huge too. That's really
Yeah,
what I've been on recently.
that's a good
Like
play.
honestly, you know what's funny too? The sniping filter I use, I just literally type in the word Prism because you think it shows you all the auctions ending with the word Prism, and you got Panini
Oh
Prism,
yeah.
obviously popular set. Prism autos, anything that's like a hollow
That's
from Optic is
smart.
considered a Prism. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Case hits 9 times out of 10 are Prisms. So like all that stuff's popping up just by searching only the word Prism, and that's been like my play recently.
Yeah, I seen the one play you did. We went to the one show. You paid what, $10 for that card, that graded card you just sent me, and you're like, hey, I got 140 for it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well,
Graded
no, yeah.
BGS
So
card.
that was Colin Sexton because he got
Mm-hmm.
traded, and that's a huge opportunity that people are starting to realize too. Is like holding on to people because once they get moved and once their name is like popping off, their values shoot up. I bought a
That's
Colin.
crazy.
What he's talking about is I bought a Colin Sexton auto in case 9.5 for $35, and I held it for what was it 4 or 5 months, and ended up
Yeah.
selling on eBay for $135 plus shipping.
I mean,
So
it's huge. That dude,
right.
that's big. I mean, like in my
Oh yeah,
opinion,
three,
like
4x in a couple months. Like
right. And you don't
stocks
have
get
a
you
ton
12% a
invested
year.
into it.
So
It's not like you got $1 million invested into it, and you're like sitting there with all your money wrapped up. Because
right.
that sucks too. And it's like I love it when stuff like that happens.
Well,
That's
yeah, and
just
it's just thinking ahead. You know what I mean? It's common sense. Like with Sexton, you knew that he was either going to sign a new deal with the Cavs, so that means his cards were going to go up, or he was going to
right.
get moved in a deal, and that's why I held out. As soon as the deal happened, sold. Within the next few days. It works just like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that was super cold, man. Another topic too, man. It's crazy with whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude, I know me and you started, just a little backstory. Me and Robert started out. We went in as a team. We did whatnot. We did mystery packs. We did single cards. We even tried to do breaks. But I mean, the market on whatnot just got saturated. I mean, you go look on whatnot right now, there's a million people breaking. I think
Oh,
that ruined
it's
the app,
bad.
honestly.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, it slowed the progression of the app because we saw the app boom 100%,
Yeah,
especially
it
during the
was
COVID era and
nice.
stuff. Like, and when we got into it, it was hot. I mean, we did over 2,000 one night, the one
Single
night, and
cards
it's
and
just
mystery packs.
it
Like,
was really good opportunity. But like you said, whatnot now is just extremely competitive, overloaded with sellers, and if everyone is doing a break, there's not that many people that are going to buy into breaks. Like a ton of people
but
buy into breaks. Don't get me wrong, but like you
right.
can't have every seller doing the same thing and expect it to work out for everyone. You know what I
In your
mean?
opinion, what do you think Whatnot can do to combat that? Because like I love the app. I love the concept of going on
Oh,
their auction,
100%.
fighting over
Love it.
cards,
Love it.
sniping cards, but I want it to be better, man. I wish like even if Whatnot sees this, like don't, we're just giving it good criticism
Oh,
cuz
100%. I think
I love the app.
what whatnot can do is go heavy into promotion on growing customers. I think right now, like we said, they're so oversaturated with sellers and they don't have enough people buying. You just got to kind of turn the tide, put a pause on accepting anyone new because
Yes,
it's not going to
yeah.
do you anything good if
No,
more and
it's
more people come in, and you need to grow the audience. Before I saw them pumping Facebook ads a ton, which I love that
yeah,
play.
yeah, I remember
Instagram
in the
ads,
beginning.
TikTok ads, if they got on that, and because they're still doing it, I still see ads for whatnot consistently, but
Right,
I think
right.
realistically, in order to get it back, it's also just going to take time. But you got to
And I
stop. You got to stop the bleeding. How are you going to keep letting sellers in and expect it to change?
That's
You know what I mean?
literally what I was getting to. If there was a certain criteria that like people had to be at, and I know there is a little bit, but most of the anybody can get accepted on whatnot.
Yeah, it used to
Like,
actually have a decent criteria, and I think that's what
right.
led to its early success is that people
Yes.
were struggling to get in, they were fighting for the spots, and there was a decent amount of shows, but compared to now, I mean
Oh my God,
it's
bro.
insane.
See, the crazy thing is though, is that my mom does jewelry
Yep.
and she does very well because there's only a certain, there's like what, four people live on a
Right,
night,
right,
and
because
she,
the concept, like we said, is great. Like even when there was
yes,
a decent amount of sellers, but we were somewhat ahead of the curve. Like we did
yeah,
over the 2000 the one night or
that
whatever.
was
It just goes to
huge.
show that like if you put on a good show and you were in the groove back then, it really worked out. But now, I mean,
It's so tough.
it's pulling teeth, 100%.
Dude,
It's
I
not.
felt bad. Like I literally was on last night just scrolling through breaks. I got in a couple breaks with Optic, and literally this guy was doing giveaway after giveaway after giveaway. And I'm like, dude, that hurts because
Yep.
that's taking out money. Like I know he's, and he was trying to just build more people to come in his room to
Yep.
sell out the break. My other big thing too is go cheaper on the prices, guys. Why do we got
Yep.
to try to charge top dollar? Fill the break in 20, 30 minutes. Nobody wants to sit there and wait for a break to fill. I mean, I'm
It's tough,
sorry.
but no one wants to waste their time either and not make any money. You know what I mean? That's why it's like I don't know.
Right.
It's a tough business. Whatnot, especially anyone who isn't already established, they're gonna have trouble growing a page right
Right.
now. That's just the
I
reality of
just,
it.
yeah.
It's a
And I
long
just,
term grind, you know what I mean? But It's not really. I don't feel like it's the best opportunity right now. Whatnot.
I know.
You know
Well,
I mean?
that's why I wanted to put it out there and kind of touch on it because, like, I hate to see the new people get into it, say, "Oh, I'm so excited to go on whatnot," and then they're
very
crushed,
discouraged, very
dude.
discouraged.
And then
100%.
it's like, like Adam the other day was talking, and he's like, "Yeah, a new guy was on whatnot selling singles," and he's like, "Dude, he's like, I'm getting slabs for $5, Keith,"
Yeah,
and I'll
right.
sit there all
Crazy
night
stuff, right?
and crush them, and I'm like, "Oh my god!" But hey, like, you can't. It is what it is. I mean, it's a part of the game.
Yeah, there's definitely opportunity to buying stuff like Carrie X-Ray Tech, who is someone who used to hop in our whatnots, close friend of mine, who hustles cards with me around here. She buys all the time on whatnot, like
That's
really good
awesome.
deals. I think she got recently a LeBron Genesis for
Wow.
$125. Like
That's what I mean,
insane.
man.
Cards going for like 250, and then some other stuff like that. Like just the deals on there.
Fire.
If you're sniping it, you can get definitely good prices. You know what I mean?
Oh
So,
yeah.
it's
Like
a buyer's market on whatnot.
it is, but I just want to see it be equal for the seller because I loved it. Dude, that live shows, man, and going on and like giveaways and hooking people, it's just awesome, man. It really
Oh
is.
yeah,
Like,
100%. And people show love
so
too. If you show love, like I remember when we were doing it, man. It was
a lot of
a
love.
really really good time. 100%.
Yeah, the time we got into it was perfect too, man,
Yeah.
because it was just, dude, we go on for 2 hours, make a good amount of money. People weren't like just trying to get us for singles and stuff. Like, people were actually like, now it's like, man, it's insane,
100%. But man, NFL season,
I
holy
know.
shit, I can't
It's
believe
here.
it's here. It really is,
It's
man. The
crazy.
Browns, like I miss watching them. Even if we're
I
not looking
know.
good for a good year, at least we got them on this weekend, man. The games coming up.
Fun.
Let's run through them real quick. Let's talk about them a little
Yeah,
bit.
I'm down.
Eagles Lions first game. That one to me, the Lions are going to be another year of pitifulness. So Eagles, in
Yeah,
my opinion.
Eagles.
I
I
like
agree.
Hurts this year too. Watch his prices are too cheap right now for sure.
Yeah, he's so
Hurts is
dude.
big opportunity right
Is he
now.
starting? Is he starting?
Yeah. Of course, he's
Oh,
QB
that's
one,
awesome.
and he's like just so athletic. He's like one of those. He's really good for fantasy too because he just gets a lot of
Yeah,
rushing yards and stuff. Like, but I
makes
think
me want
he's
to pick him up.
super underrated.
He
100%,
is
super
very.
underrated. Niners Bears. I like Justin Fields this year. I think he's going to surprise a lot of people. But Niners,
Ooh,
I
that's
think
that's
I
gonna
think
be a
Niners are
good
going to win
one.
that one. Niners have a
It's
really good team.
Yeah, Trey
Really, really good
Lance, and I
team.
mean, like, it's gonna be crazy.
That'll be a good game. Steelers Bengals.
Oh,
I think Steelers are gonna. I think Mitch Trubisky's gonna surprise some people this year too. I like
yeah,
Trubisky, and coming from the same school as Trubisky, gotta root for him. You know what I mean?
yeah, that's dope.
Same high school. It's
That's super
crazy.
dope. That is crazy to see him do that.
Yeah, but
Like,
I think Bengals are gonna win that one. Joey B with solid receivers.
dude,
Steelers.
I think
Yeah.
that first game too, man, they're all excited, like, and
Yep.
they got
Yep.
something to prove. Just like
Yep.
we said with Josh Allen, bro. He came
Oh,
out and nobody expected that. He said,
that
"You
was
know what?
that was
Dog,
ridiculous.
like, stupid dog, like, it's
Uh,
crazy."
Another good one. Patriots Dolphins. Man, this is gonna be
Wow,
such a good week one. It's
dude, I'm gonna be
crazy.
glued to the TV tomorrow.
Holy
Like,
shit.
seriously, I can't
Um,
wait.
I don't know. What do you think about Tua, man? That's the real question this year. I feel like that's one of those guys where there's so many people that are like saying he's not gonna have a good year. So many people
Yeah,
saying he
like people are
will.
against them.
It's a very widespread. You know what I mean? I feel like you're either really for him or really against him right now.
Yeah,
But
no, and I like to. I mean, dude, I don't know. It's a fair shot, man. We'll see what he does. Like
I
that's
like him in terms of an investment because I feel like it's low
yeah,
risk. He's pretty cheap right now.
right,
You know
and
what I
that's what
mean?
I mean.
So,
Like,
but I think the Dolphins will win that one. I don't think the Patriots defense is kind of iffy. Mac,
right,
he's another guy. Well, this is one of those
yeah,
years. You know what I mean? He's going to show. Is he worth it? Again, I feel like he's kind of more riskier investment because his prices are higher. But
yeah. Like it don't make sense, man, for the market sometimes.
I know it's tough. Browns Panthers
I
matchup of
know we went
the week.
right. We went over this last
Ooh,
week, but you
ooh,
know what I
ooh.
mean.
Let's
I
go,
I
baby.
think it's gonna be tough,
Cleveland
man. But
Browns football.
I gotta go for the Browns,
I
man. Like,
know, I
sorry,
know. My Browns fan says the Browns, but
yeah,
realistically, like I talked about before,
Baker.
Baker's gonna show some people what's up. I really do. I think he
That's
was a
cool.
lot better of a quarterback than people think, man. Super
Yeah, I agree with
disrespected,
you on that.
honestly. So
Yeah,
we'll
no, I
see.
agree.
I'm saying Panthers on it. You know what I mean? We'll
I'm
see. We'll
saying
see.
Browns.
Plus, I got a couple Baker investments, so maybe that's a little bit of a bias. You know what I
True,
mean? Wanting
yeah.
the payoff.
You want to see him do good, you know what I mean?
Right. Colts, Texans, both those teams. Nah, I don't know.
I
They're
know.
ass. I
It's
don't
like,
even care about
yeah.
their game. Colts probably. Colts might sneak into the playoffs, but Saints, Falcons. I like the Saints. Saints would be a little bit of a sleeper team this year. They're solid. QB position's whack.
They got some good, you know what I mean, good
Falcons
players on
are
the team.
no one to worry about. Ravens, Jets. Man, Lamb, Jack, Lamar Jackson. That is a player that I'm saying look out for this year, man.
Right.
Super high on Lamar. So disrespected. Card prices are way too low. Listen, Josh Allen's stained glass Prism rookie is selling for almost like $3,000 raw right now after the game. And Lamar's is sitting at what, $600?
Oh my God, so disrespectful.
Look at the opportunity for growth in that investment. 100%, man. Get in.
He's
on Lamar.
Such a dude.
He'll be a Hall of Famer for sure.
As a quarterback, bro, it's a deadly combination with what he can do. He can throw the ball and he can run out of that pocket. Dude, it's so deadly. Like,
and people question his throwing talent, but either way, what he can do on the ground is just it's unreal.
Amazing.
It's
bro.
really a human highlight reel.
It is. If you look at the old footage, I mean, it speaks for itself, dude. Right. It's a dog.
Jags and Commanders. T-Law coming into another year. What do we think about
That's
T-Law?
That's gonna be exciting. I don't know, man.
I think they'll shine a little bit. I think the second year you kind of get a real feeling for what it's going to be like. You know what I mean? You
and really the nerves are out.
Right. Is this player progressing? What did they learn from their first year? I think T-Law having that weight of being a first draft pick on his shoulders, having the the previous championships. He's a player that he wants to win. He has it in his blood, obviously. I think he'll have a solid year. I do. I think
so too. I'm gonna go with them. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think the Zags. I think be a good game.
It will be. That'll be a good game for sure. And then Packers and Vikings. So Aaron Rodgers, another year, getting older.
I know.
The Packers are gonna be a really good team this year. They got a solid defense.
And I gotta check the spreads too, because the points, you know what I mean, to see with what Vegas is giving them.
Right. And then Giants, Titans. Giants will be ass. I'm gonna go Titans on that one. Raiders, Chargers. That's such a good matchup. Oh my gosh, Justin Herbert, Derek Carr. That'll be a good game.
This is probably the best week I think I've seen with matchups.
Dude, especially how they started the season with Josh Allen. That was a crazy first game.
That was insane. People were going nuts.
Super Bowl champs. Chiefs, Cardinals, too. Kyler Murray versus Mahomes. That'll be a shootout.
That's what I mean. Dude. And I think it's going to set the tone this week, bro, with all these games. It's going to really set the tone. So people are going to be playing their hearts out. I
like Kyler, but Mahomes, come on. Against Kyler, I think Mahomes is going to shine.
Mahomes.
First game out. Chiefs, they got something to prove. Buccaneers, Cowboys. I think this is going to be Brady's last year.
You think?
For the Bucs. Yeah, I think he's done after this year. I like Trask right now as an investment. Charlie, my buddy who does all my grading, been picking up Trask for the past few weeks, nonstop.
That's pretty cool.
Just cheap stuff. The green velocity optics for under $10. Autos, short prints. You know what I mean?
Because once again, that has the potential to.
Oh, and being behind Tom Brady. You know what I mean?
Learning.
What you're he's gonna come in and he'll
you got the best teacher in the NFL. I mean, come on,
the GOAT,
dude.
That's why he's the GOAT.
Yeah, you can't fail, dude. That makes me want to pick up Kyle Trask.
Right.
Just even that little inside of you saying that, dude, he's behind Tom Brady.
Right.
He's got to come out and do something. I mean, you got to learn from being with him all this time. You know 100%. What I mean? So it's that's 100%. Smart.
But the Cowboys is who they're playing. I like Dak this year too. I know I'm saying I'm high on a lot of guys. I just feel it's a lot of make it or break it years for a lot of these guys.
It is.
You know
You're right.
So I think someone like Dak, who's been so close and has kind of been embarrassed because last season had a bunch of early success, kind of fell apart towards the end. They're going to come back. They're going to come out strong. Dak's a good quarterback. People disrespect him too because he hasn't won anything. I think he's going to come out shooting. Bucks in that game though, for sure, for me at least.
Right.
Broncos, Seahawks. Seahawks going to be terrible this year. Drew Lock or Geno Smith being quarterback. Yikes.
I like Drew Lock, though.
I like him as a sleeper, man. When he played for Denver, he had a couple bright moments. I mean, is it the worst play, though? Someone in a starting position role? You know what I mean? You really never know.
Well, that's the fun of it,
You can always say, people never knew about Tom Brady. Now, I'm not calling Drew Lock Tom Brady. You know what I mean?
Right. Or people didn't know about Patrick Mahomes either. They slept on him till...
Right.
And I feel like it's more years you have in the NFL, the better you're going to get. It's experience. It's repetition.
Well, I think, too, is the people who are able to grow the most are who, you know what I mean, really start to shine. Some people are they might not be the best in the beginning, but they're teachable and they're coachable. You know what I mean? So that's the intangibles that you can't judge just based off their speed and how well they could throw a ball. You know
Right,
I mean?
exactly.
So, but that's the rundown on week 1, man.
That
Holy
is fire.
shit. I'm
Dude, if you're
so
not
excited to
pumped
watch
up after
football tomorrow.
hearing that, I don't know
It's
what
gonna be
gets you
so much
pumped up.
fun. It's gonna be so much fun.
Crazy. It really is.
Nasty.
That's gonna be dope.
Oh man, NFL season finally here. What do you think?
Right.
Browns record on the year. What do you think?
Oh my god, I don't even know.
17 games. I'm thinking like, I don't know, 8 and 9.
I would say like around that. It just hurts us with not having like our starting quarterback. Like that kills. I feel like it kills the whole morale of like, like what do we do? Like
we gotta have a
insane.
good start to the year if we want a chance to make the playoffs. That's for sure.
Right. I'm just excited to be back.
Gonna have to step up, make some plays. Crazy.
Like insane. So another thing on the agenda that I wanted to touch too was restocks this week, dude.
Oh,
like
God.
What has been like?
I'll put that video. I'll edit that video right now while we're talking about this on the screen. So right now, pretend that it's on the screen.
Right.
So
Boop,
this week, dude, garbage.
So we had
no
Pokemon
new sports.
release.
We had the Lost
Pokemon
Origins.
Release. Yeah.
Then the new Magic the Gathering set just took over the shelf, bro. They had the big boxes, the slightly below the big boxes, the medium boxes, the medium small, the small packs. It was
so
like
trash. Because
magic this week.
Like we get so spoiled to having like a few banger of like restocks and like, dude, I love it, But then it's like we get a week like this, which is cool. It's a cool off,
Yep.
And then you never know next week, but it's like,
next week confirmed in Walmart, select blasters and select hangers.
That's fire.
Next week, retail, check your Walmart, select blasters, select hangers.
That's fire.
I know a guy who knows a guy. Don't ask about it.
Right, plugged in with the plug-in.
Just know, guys, be on the lookout. It's going to be exciting, man. I'm super excited for select retail. I think that product is going to be a banger.
So what are you doing? Are you ripping some of it, man, having some fun? Are you holding some of it? If you are, what are you holding? Like,
I don't know. I feel like I kind of got taught a lesson about ripping with Optic. I ripped way too much. It paid off somewhat, but I definitely didn't make money. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, true. Well, I see you go to the crazy extent though. Who rips? What was it? 30 megas? This dude rips like, bro. There's like having fun, and then there's like I have a problem.
Addiction, right?
Yeah,
right,
addiction. Dude, like, bro, you could have ripped 2 or 3 and be like, all right, let me put.
I had to hit the downtown, and then after I hit a downtown in 5 megas, I was like, I gotta see if it's a case hit, a true case hit.
Yeah, true.
So I ripped a case of them, and it was a true case hit. There's 1 downtown per case of Optic Megas.
Right.
And I had a couple loose megas. I ripped again until I hit a 2nd downtown. So
yeah, because right now I feel like
and Troy Polamalu.
I know, like, dude, how fucking that's so right,
awful.
Because like my thought process right now too, because I ripped a lot of Optic, is like if I do run into any more, kind of want to like put some megas up, put some blasters up, put something up. You know what I mean?
It's a product that not having it is gonna suck in a year or two when it's going for 250, 300 a mega. Going for 120 a blaster all day.
That's what I mean. Like
2020 skyrocketed already. Don't get me wrong, the class far superior, but it's
that's what I feel too. I feel like the next rookie class isn't gonna. I don't think it's all that. I'm sorry, I really don't think it's.
I mean, especially because obviously football QB dominated market, and the QBs next year are non-existent. So
that's what I mean. So I think that'll actually like make it hold its value.
Yeah,
just like
we've talked about that. Yeah, 2021 is definitely a play. Optic holding that stuff sealed. I don't know. See, I made a video on my YouTube that talked about how holding sealed wax really, when you compare it to profits of buying raw singles and grading them, you make way less money, and it's like substantial difference. So honestly, I don't hold much to any wax. You know what I mean? I really move out my wax, and I'm buying singles and I'm grading. 100%.
So I get that because you want to like flip your money, get it at a certain time, stuff like that. But think about it from this point of view. So instead of putting money into a savings account, you buy wax and that you put in your closet. It's kind of like a savings account it doesn't go up hot. You're not like in a crazy return, but like you never know in this industry.
Right, and I don't keep money in a savings account. Like I always have invested in shit.
Same,
but,
yeah. I mean, it's just.
I recently have been picking up crypto, and this past week, crypto really did well. Like I think I made 12% in 1 week last week because the market did so well. I bought Tesla right before it spiked, and I bought Meta which is something I'm really investing in right now. And I'm not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice or
Right,
anything like
yeah,
that.
don't take this for
But Meta, dude, my thing is something like Meta, like Facebook, how they actually transformed into Meta. I don't know if you're familiar with
Oh,
that,
yeah,
but
not
they
yeah.
created the metaverse. Dude, I think metaverse is going to go to an extent in the future where literally like business meetings, everything is going to be done in this like alternate universe. I really see the
So
world moving that way. So I'm
so
investing in it
no,
100%.
and I'm kind of with you on that too because
Right.
Gary V literally says that like crypto in like the metaverse, something's going to be connected to like concerts, you know,
100%.
like
Yep.
you buy the crypto or whoever it is
And
of that.
NFTs you're
Yeah,
referencing.
NFT, that's what
Yep.
I'm getting at.
Yep.
You know, is kind of linked with that concert you went to and it's in your wallet. Like
Yeah, right. Like
literally,
there's only 1,000 tickets and you have ticket number one of it. You know what I mean? Like
and
shit
you're
like
able to
that.
sell that ticket 20
Yep.
years from now because you got the only one. Like if Gary Vee's talking about it, and I love him, I love his everything he says, man. He's so smart and ahead of the curve.
Always ahead of the
Like
curve.
he really is. And I
Yep.
mean, it wouldn't hurt to like look up NFTs, get into that market. You know, don't spend everything, but a little bit so you're like,
Oh
you know,
yeah,
what's going
that's what I
on.
said. Like the metaverse is, I think it's an insane
That's a smart
opportunity.
play.
We see the world just changing in front of us, and it's like,
Yes.
are you gonna adjust with it and realize what's really gonna take off? Tesla, Elon Musk has proven he's
Oh God,
revolutionary in just thinking
that
as a
guy
human
is
being.
amazing.
He's
He
always
is.
cycles ahead. His new factories are breaking records in what Tesla's producing. They're going nothing but
Dude.
up. And also Tesla's price right now is way lower than it's already been at its peak. So
That's insane.
for me, it says a lot, like for investment opportunity. And then again, Meta, I just believe it's really going to change the world. So that something like that, I'm definitely going
I
to
agree. I
start
think
picking
it's
up.
not going nowhere, and I think
Oh,
like people need to
it's
wake up.
Facebook. If
Right.
Facebook took its name of Facebook and rid of that on the stock market and is now known as Meta Platforms,
Yeah, that's
that's
huge.
insane. That's literally like Facebook got rid of Facebook on the stock market.
Yeah, that's insane. Well,
Like
it's a
think
new
about
world,
what that
bro.
says though. You know
It's
what I
dude,
mean? It's crazy.
it's a new world because like my parents, dude, they didn't know about Bitcoin. They, you know
Right.
what I mean? Like or what they were scared to actually, you know what I
Right.
mean? Like they
Right.
didn't know. But like now our generation has opportunities like that
Mhm.
they could really I see kids all the time making crazy money from stock markets. I'm like,
Well,
what is
yeah,
going
and
on?
especially crypto, because I was someone who I actually had one of my friends from school who was super into it early on. Like I'm talking about super early, like when I was in early years of high school, and
Wow,
I just saw it happen in front of me. You know what I mean? I saw
that's
people getting
nuts.
rich. I saw people turn into millionaires, and it's like missing out on that wave. It just made me more open to the concept. I forget who said it, but it's invest in the things that you think are going to change the world. You know what I mean?
True.
And I
Wow,
think
that
that's
makes
really,
yeah.
really good advice. You know what I mean when it comes to investing.
Well, like a crazy play I had, a buddy from when I did car detailing at the dealership was like, "Hey man, get in Dogecoin." Dude, he's like take $100, dude,
I
from your
remember.
paycheck,
Yep. Yep.
invest in Dogecoin. This was when Dogecoin was nothing. I
Yep.
mean, literally nothing. I did it, forgot about it, dude. And then maybe that crazy hype of
Yep.
Dogecoin. Oh, it's
Yep.
gonna go to the
Nuts.
moon. It's gonna hit
Nuts.
$1. The day before Elon Musk predicted it was gonna hit $1, I literally cashed out. It was like I
That's
made like
crazy.
a grand off of like $100, dude.
That's
Like or
not,
like
and that's what I'm talking about when we talk about like real opportunity of making money that's life changing, and it's actually an opportunity that's in front of you right now. Like that's what I think people don't understand with something like that. You
yeah.
know what I mean?
And
Like
I mean,
crypto, but
and I'm looking to the future of my kids too. So every like kind of thing I take like with like okay, if I hold this, when my kids are older, or if I buy this now, my kids get older, what's it gonna be at? Like I always think of the future for them because you never know, man. I want my kids to be like have something, like
right.
in
Well, I
life
think
that's
sports
better.
card shows that too, and I even think of that like in terms of me building up my net worth. Like my cards are obviously my net worth. Like think about
Yeah.
what I have at PSA right now with when
Oh
you
God.
account fucking $15,000 worth of raw cards before
Yeah.
they're graded. Like think about how much my net worth has been built by
Oh
slowly
yeah.
grinding out, working out deals, picking up this card, sending it off to grading, sending it off to grading. I think I have 7 orders at PSA right now with
Shit, you've
like
been on
20 to
the
30
grind.
boards, 20, 30 cards in each, but I'm actually getting one back this week. I want to talk about
That is
that.
so dope. Did you express it or would you send it out as?
So this was 2 months ago.
150?
So it's like 60-day turnaround time right now for the
Okay.
$50 level. So,
Oh, did you hear? Bit huge news. Bulk
yep,
PSA
22
grading
bucks a
is
card.
back.
$22 a card, which is pretty good.
Pretty good. I mean, that makes me literally want to like get a stack, bro, and just go through them, look at them, and like just what you know what I mean? Because it's so
grading,
dude, so good.
If you want to really make money in sports cards, you're going to be grading. Like that's the return from PSA 10s. Is what else can you do to make that money? Even flipping, you're never going to have consistent double ups. You know what I mean? You'll get lucky here or there, but
that's how much the game has changed, though, from people wiping out stores back, a year ago with 2020, and they were making money taking it to other people, flipping it on Marketplace, eBay. Now there's no money in wax. I'm sorry. If you pay $37, what are you going to go sell a blaster for?
45. And it's and you can't, you have to work a job if you do that. You can't, you know what I mean? There's no, you can't, that's not paying the bills. And if people are actually trying to do it as like a full-time hustle.
Right. So now I think so a lot of people that were doing that kind of dropped off, but then like your diehards like you just got smarter and said, what else can I do? And it's been working out for you. I mean,
it's all about finding the biggest opportunity in the market in the current moment. You know what I mean? Right. Like when wax was as hot as it was, I was in every Target in the state because I understood that this is the greatest return for my time, and that's what I'm about. I'm about efficiency. I'm trying to build my net worth. I'm trying to become a millionaire by 30. Like that's just, I have to have the best return on my time. You know what I mean? So grading, especially just with the opportunity, how little time it involves, how easy it is, it's a golden opportunity right now in the market, and I don't know if it'll last forever. So that's why I'm on it. You know what I mean?
And anybody watching that is literally gems that Robert is giving you guys to like, if you stuck to this video this long, we appreciate it. 100%. But these are things that like you can take in and study, you know what I mean? Because he has made money off this. He's been very successful with what he's been doing. I mean, like seriously,
still for 100K this year on eBay.
That's awesome.
Crazy to say it.
That's so dope.
It's so surreal.
I mean, but you put in the work, man. This guy grinds, man. Goes to shows, buys, flips, grades. I mean, when he gets a submission back, he's at a show selling it. I mean, or working deals. The man don't stop from the moment he wakes up. Like seriously, you really
love it, though. I love it. I'm about it though. Like I see. The thing is people talk, man. Everyone loves to talk, but who really shows up and puts in the motherfucking work? I'm about the work. I like the work,
man. Like we said, man, that's like our new thing, man. We don't collect cards, we collect Benjamins because it's like you keep it rolling, man. Like you could do both. You can collect cards, and have your fun, but you have to have that money that's keep rolling.
Well, and I think investing in things is collecting Benjamins too. You know what I mean? Like if you're investing 100%. In a card and you're making a play, because realistically, I haven't touched about this yet. I don't know if I even mentioned it to you, but I want to complete the downtown set. So what I've been doing is I'm picking up the downtowns and I'm grading them. And I'm sending them off. And anything that 10s, I'm going to sell until I have the whole set in a 9. And what I want to do with the set is I want to build it into like a frame, a display or something. And if I want to move out of that, could you imagine what something like that, almost like a piece of art, would go for? You know what I mean?
So question, do you think anybody, I mean, there's got to be somebody out there that has the whole set of downtown. Maybe not 2021, but
you know what I really want to do? I want to get the whole set of the downtown because I think it's 2018 through now is when downtowns like hit.
Could you imagine?
That's not that bad though. 4 years.
No, it's possible. Like it might take you a little bit of time.
Imagine how disgusting seeing all those cards together would be, dude. Like, oh my god!
But people do that. There's like shows that I've seen that people like they get either all the rainbows or they pick a player.
It's set collecting, but on crack. You know what I mean?
But that is so smart though because that gives you a goal. That gives you like something you could buy.
Like I said, I truly believe that having that all together, of course, I'll be able to sell that at I think a substantial premium.
That's like
I think
$1 million.
People will overpay that. You know what if I'm collecting towards that, I'm making these trades. I have something I'm working towards, and I'm collecting something like a case hit. It's like I'm not going to lose. You know what I mean?
No, you're not. You're not.
It's too hard to lose. But I want to go over what I'm getting back from my PSA order real quick because it's not a huge one. So these are $50 orders. I think it's 10 or 11 cards. So first one, Optic, Joe Burrow, rated rookie, blue hyper.
Jeez, fire.
That in a 10 would be nice. I think it's like 600.
And people get to kind of see what you're grading. You know, 100%. Who you're grading.
It's always the big names. You know what I mean? That's what it's always either big names, short prints, or case hits. That's what I do. You know what I mean?
No, right.
I've gotten down to because I realized that's the true collectible stuff in the game. You know
Well,
what I
and
mean? People
want that. It's liquid. You can
Yep,
literally go to a
yep.
show and work it out. Like
Facts.
somebody's gonna want it,
Well,
100%.
I was showing you this before. A couple pickups too of like examples like this. Russell Wilson stained glass I got off eBay for
Yeah,
like
that's
50
fire.
bucks. $50 for a
So
case
fire.
hit. The
That's
like short print stuff like locker rooms on a playbook for to let me show it. Six
there. It
patch.
is.
Got this for $20.
Wow, that's
Six patch
insane.
locker room. Absolutely disgusting. But back to the order. Got the blue Hyper Barrel. Got it's so you know the optic previews, how it came out in Don Russ
Oh
and
yeah,
it was
yeah,
an optic
yeah,
card. So I
yeah.
have
Like,
a Burrow that's an optic preview red green.
oh,
So it's
that's
half
sick.
red, half green. That was a
Yeah, I know
nasty
it's what.
card.
Yeah, it's
I
like
picked it up for
that's
like
dope.
$80, and the dude was like, "Yeah, I think it'll 10, but I need some money." So I'm like, "All right, cool, yeah, I'll grade it for you."
Right. That's crazy.
Joe Burrow Prism rookie red ice.
Ooh, fire.
That's
I
a
mean,
nasty one.
that's insane.
Marquise Brown Contenders Optic rookie auto to 49. That's a pretty solid card. That and a 10 would be
Yeah,
pretty nice. Kyler Murray Prism red, white, and blue rookie. That
I
one was
like
for
that.
sure a 10. That would be
I
like
like.
$300. You know what I mean? Mac Jones blue reactive out of Mosaic. Now, should I have sent that at a $50 level looking at it now? I don't think so. I think I should have went 30, but if it tens, it's a payday regardless.
True. Yeah.
You know what I mean? If it's a 9, I'm going to break even. And that's unfortunate, but is what it is. It's part of the risk, you know what I
Or
mean?
hold it till Mac Jones does something crazy or
Right.
really good, and you might get a little bit more. You
Right.
know.
And then I have another Mac Jones from Mosaic green of the regular Prism.
Right.
So and then I got 2018 Prism Trey Young rookie auto.
Oh my
That's
God,
a
it's dope.
nasty one. I can't wait to
Dude,
get that back.
basketball is gonna be fire too.
Absolutely nasty. And then I got a Storm Chasers Mahomes out of
I like
Mosaic,
those. Yeah,
the
I like
case hit.
those.
And then I got CeeDee Lamb Genesis from this year's
Wow,
Mosaic.
that's dope. See,
So
it's crazy though.
solid
Like,
order.
man, but Mosaic, man, like, dude, Mosaic. I love Mosaic. The
Oh yeah,
color, like the
beautiful cards.
honeycombs, the case hits, like the Genesis, like. But now that Optic Select is out, nobody is caring about Mosaic. It's sad.
I think you just gotta think though. Think about how many cards there are of the rookies now. Like really think
Oh
about
God,
how many
yeah.
variations of Mosaic, how many variations of Prism, how many variations of Optic.
Optic
Now
Select
Select's
now.
coming out with 4 different
Dude.
variations of every card. So it's like honestly, the market there's just not enough money in it to make all those
Is
cards as valuable. You know what I
So do
mean?
you think that's what I'm trying to say though? Do you think in the long run, like this is our junk wax era? I mean, like honestly, because like
Uh,
that's a lot of
I think
rookies.
it's
Like,
common sense. I think players who aren't gonna be Hall of Famers and who are, average, slightly above average, but aren't superstars, their value is gonna always be average to low. It's never gonna, you
yeah,
know what I mean? And I think the people who are the goats, the really, really top guys, the
right,
guys who are solidified, even if they're not a goat necessarily, but they have a really, really solid career, that's where the value is always gonna be. And it's always going to
right.
level itself off after years, and the hype's always going to be on the rookie class of this year. The prices are always going to be too expensive. Like that's just the reality of the market because you got to think people how they invest. People invest off opportunities, so of course they're going to buy the quarterback this year for way more than the 2019 rookie quarterback is. You know what I mean? Because he has the most opportunity. So it's like it's
Right.
short-minded. You know what I mean? So
Right. Or I mean a tip too is always like you said, collecting like numbered special
oh
parallels, autos, I feel like are just, something that like people will always
yeah,
pay
that's
for.
that. I didn't say that, but 100% card value
Like
too is what type of card it is. You know what I
like I
mean?
think in the long run, like base cards you're gonna end up throwing away. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
Like
Well,
it's like
well,
I don't know.
so bases, you got to think like though, LeBron James, his Topps Chrome base
Yeah, I know.
is
So it's like
10K and a 10 for a base. So it's crazy to think about
right.
that. You know what I mean?
So
But
that's where I'm at because it's like, do
if
you
it
hold
right,
on to
if
all
it's a
those?
goat, the bases would be worth something. But if you're not
Right.
a goat, it's just the reality of it. There's not enough money in the market to hold that value.
But you know what I like though? It's one of my favorite things though too. Is like because like me and you rip whatever. We got all these other rookies just sitting in a box.
Yep.
The funnest part is like watching a game and one of them guys explode, have a great
Some
game. You
no
go in
name, you
there,
don't even know who
you
he
dig
is.
it out. You got a
Right.
couple colored of them. You got a couple base.
Right.
You make your money from that. So it's it kind of it's just a market. It's like who
Well,
pops
even
off.
even like people like Ian Book, Kyle Trask, stuff like that. I don't know if you remember, but I was picking up their base rookies from any set for $1 a piece because it's like for a quarterback to have that,
yeah.
the potential is just always there. All it takes for their starter to go down, them to come in, have one great game, and people overreact, and you cash out. It's all about learning how to take advantage of the market. You know what I mean? And you have to find those opportunities and create them. You know what I mean?
Right. Now, would you ever grade base cards again?
I would grade base Prism, because like a base Prism Burrow 10 is $400. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so, or like Luca, you know, those guys. Look at what those design. I mean, it's crazy.
Again, it really is just down to how good of a player they are. You know what I mean?
I got another one. Do you think we will ever have like another boom like we did with COVID hit, and like cards were just, bro, I could put any card on eBay, like Pokemon, you know, like sports, and I mean, it was people were paying like crazy amounts.
So we're never, I personally don't think we'll ever see a spike like COVID, because
you don't think in 20 years if something happens?
It's an extraordinary situation where ridiculous amount of free money was lined up. So if there's another pandemic, you know, something that's pretty much unpredictable, then sure. But what we found is that a bunch of people kind of got into this market, and the market over time really regulated itself. You know,
it did, yeah. Because right now,
because like we talked about before, the market has grown twice in size over the past year. So the market isn't getting smaller, even though we're seeing values fall. Because again, all we're seeing is people getting smarter. People are getting rid of that junk. Right. They're upgrading their cards, things like that. So when you talk about a boom, I don't think there'll ever be another boom, because I think people are know the market now. So what you're going to see is, just like the stock market, just like crypto, there's going to be occasional solid movements, occasional solid spikes where certain things cause that increase. But I think from here on out, we're really at like this point in the market, and I think over time it's going to go and go and go. I think the growth we're seeing 100% gives me confidence in the market. All the new collectors, everything moving forward with what they're doing in cards, the licensing switch with Fanatics.
Yeah,
I just think everything is really headed in a good place. You know what I mean? So I think over time we're going to see really consistent growth. Again, I don't think a spike, but I have full confidence in the market. 100%.
Well, yeah, so do I, because I think of like when my kids get into it, you know, like, oh, my dad used to collect these, or my dad has some of these, and then it spikes their interest. So every, you know, like generational, like,
or
you
even
know, the next generation,
even the father introducing it to them, like passing it down as a hobby. You know what I mean? It's the same deal, 100%. Like,
now, do you think, just a question, do you think, like, you know how we seen like with the one cards that were actual NFT cards? Do you think sports cards? Are there NFT sports cards out already?
Yeah, so Panini has the digital blockchain for cards. They have NFT cards. Like they have 101s and shit, and they've sold for pretty ridiculous prices. But it's so hard, because to me, a card is already an NFT. You know what I mean? Like I understand NFT is digital, but it's like a physical NFT, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? It's not a thing.
I could never, because I love like, you know, holding a card, going through my cards at nighttime. Like, I don't like, you know, I could never get used to, like, let me look my card up. Let me look on the phone. Show somebody your phone. Like, I don't know, man. It's so much cooler to be like, bro, I'm walking past the table and you see like your showcase and you're like, dude,
what are you going to show people? Your computer now? You know what I mean?
You know, like,
look at my computer screen. This is what's for sale.
That's what kind of makes me like, I don't think like you'll ever. I mean, it holds value.
I think the world will continuously move towards NFTs and obviously crypto-based activities, and an NFT is solely crypto-based. So, do I think that the digital blockchain for Panini will continue to grow in popularity? Absolutely.
Yeah,
because I think the market will continuously grow in popularity. So, I think you'll have a nice hybrid of both, but cards will, in my opinion, always dominate.
Always, yeah, because I feel like there's always true collectors that like actually want to show their collection, hold their collection. You know what I mean? Like, that's just something special.
If we're talking like 20 years now, if we're talking like over a long time, you know, I could see it really transitioning, but I won't be around to see it. So you know what I mean?
Yeah, true. You know what I mean? Our kids will see that digital everything.
Crazy.
Which would be insane, you know what I mean? Did you see the new optic set with the black 101, man? That is so funny, bro. How
nasty is that to put a 101 in a set?
They're so smart, dude. They just want our money, bro.
No, dude, honestly though, good shit Panini dropping some fire.
Bro. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Letting people rip a fucking 101 guaranteed. That's what I'm talking about.
And
that's some good shit.
Like, dude, you got the potential to grade. You get You get Mac Jones, you get Trevor.
People argue do you grade 101s because you set the market. So what does it matter what it grades? You know what I mean? That's the big argument with 101s. Me,
dude,
I would grade everything, bro. If a 10 101s, of course it's gonna go for more, right? Like,
dude, but you have all them other guys too. You have Zach, you have Trevor, you have Mac. I mean, like, so like you're not gonna lose. But my question to you,
well, if you got price tag, you're gonna lose if you don't get 101.
If you got one today, are you ripping it and submitting those cards, or are you keeping it saved for the future? You know, bro, sealed.
If you had that set in 10 years. You know how much that would go for?
That's what, like, yeah, that's what I'm asking you.
It would literally go for, like, I mean, we're talking new car price. You know what I mean? Like, my thing is, though, is the fear you would have with holding something like that is that people would rip it and hit the Mac, Trevor, Trey, and all those be out of pop, and you know you don't have one of them. So then the set's not going to be worth as much. You know what I mean? So.
Oh, yeah, true.
I don't know, man. It's like.
It's so hard.
There's so little of them. I'm never going to touch one. You know what I mean? It's not. The common person isn't going to touch one. Like, this is like the top guys. But if I was a top guy, I got my hands on one, I feel like you got to rip it, right?
I feel like you have to, bro. Like, that's. Like, there's one 101,
right?
You know everything else in the set.
But if you hit the Trey, if you hit the Trevor, if you dude, come on, do the base Mac Jones Prism Black Finnet sold for $100K, got flipped again for what, $250? Like,
yeah,
dude, we're talking life changing numbers.
Did you see? I mean? Okay, so the Herbert 101 Infinite sold for 1.2 something million. You didn't see that?
What? It went for that much?
Yup, they graded it, and then it went for like I think, it was like $1 million. For some crazy, dude.
I mean, $1 million for a Herbert?
I'll double check, but I'm almost pretty sure that it went for like, I'm pretty sure it went for like $1 million, bro. Like, dude, it was something crazy. I'll fact check right now. You know?
Yeah, you got there, dude. If that's true, that's crazy.
Yeah, Justin. I'm almost pretty sure though. That's like.
That is literally nuts.
Like, it was insane. Like.
Dude, my thing is that's just, it's so amazing. I love
it. Is, man.
Like you saw the record-breaking sale on the Mickey Mantle for $12 million. Did you see that?
Yeah, that's
the
insane.
highest grade mantle to exist sold for $12 million. Like, it's really crazy, man. Like, these cards can really change people's lives. Like, it's a business that's tangible where you can trade up and you can grade up and you could really build something. And over the past year, I've really proved to myself how possible it is. You know what I mean?
Is this, well, no, that's his black. That's not the Infinite. Even just his black. Somebody has a VGS Prism Black 8.5, bro, and it's sold for like 13 grand. Like, that's just insane. Like, or no, here, is this it? I think this is it. I found it. Here, I'll show you. Is this it?
I thought it was the Prism Black 101. No, that's his Prism Black 101 auto, but what did that move for?
Oh my god, this went for friggin' $205,000.
Yeah, right. I was gonna say, I don't think $1 million for the Herbert, but that's still.
I don't know. I'll look it up, and I'll put it on the screen if I do
regardless. Even the fact that those cards are selling for over $100K for someone who hasn't won a Super Bowl yet, man. Holy shit. Bro, the opportunity is just there.
That's what I mean, man. That's why I love the market, man. I love how, like, you never know, man. That's why I think I have such a hard problem with not ripping wax, because I'm, like, waiting for the one day. And in my lifetime, I'm sorry, I want to hit a gold vinyl. I want to hit
It's like the chase of the lottery.
It is. I've never hit a 101.
It's gambling. Ripping is gambling.
I'm not saying like I'm gonna like sell my house to rip wax.
No, I know.
You know, and I'm gonna be always like smart and pay my bills. You know, like
you might be itching.
Right, but I'm always gonna have my fun. You know,
right.
And it's it's like a bucket list, bro. Like, you got things on your bucket list you want to do in your life when you get older, whatever, kids, whatever your future. You know, own a Porsche. I heard you say one time.
No, Porsche. Fuck out of here. Hell no. I want the Bugatti. Yeah. What color is your Bugatti?
I know. It's paid over here.
Right, for real. That's what I'm going for. Told you, millionaire before 30. That's the goal. 100%.
No, I think in life, bro, like, you have to have goals like that. I think speaking it into existence too, Robert. Like, if you never say that, how are you ever going to hit that point in your life?
If it doesn't start in your head, it's not going to be real. You know what I mean? You got to... I treat it like it's already real. That's like I think I'm partly crazy, like no lie, but I literally
No,
walk around.
dude.
I walk around life thinking that I'm already a millionaire. You know, as
Bro,
crazy
they
as it
say
sounds,
like
it's
Drake,
fucked,
bro,
bro.
used to rent out a Rolls Royce, and just because he wanted to feel what it felt like to be
Right, for
rich,
real, for
and he
real.
used to act like he made it because he wanted that. And then now look, he's successful. I feel like it's like these kids nowadays get so in their head, man, that like life sucks. I'm never, because they see it's this generation, bro.
Pessimism. This generation is filled with pessimism.
Oh
Even
my
social
God,
media is
like.
the killer, obviously.
It
Like
is,
that's
bro. Like even my kids, they see all this stuff online, man. They're like, "Oh, I need this or I need this," and the best of the best. And I'm like, "No,
yep.
like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel bad for
Well,
the new
even
generation.
fucking
Even
my feelings get hurt. I post TikToks and people shit on me, dude. Like because people just love they feed off that negativity. You know what I
and
mean?
I
And
hate
social
that,
media is predominantly negative. You know
and
what I
I
mean? That's
hate
just the
that,
truth.
bro. Because like me and you, like we always bring each other up, bro. We're always
Right.
like sharing like our wins and our losses, like to
Right.
help each other get better at the end of the day. Like
Yep. Well, it's
that's
all
you
about
know,
surrounding yourself with the right people too. You know what I mean? And being a
right.
good person and like when you are genuinely a good person and you put that good energy out, it just comes back
It
around full
comes
circle.
back, yeah, and that's just
100%.
like I want to teach people, man. Like
Right.
you don't get nothing like being negative or hating on somebody or saying. Why don't you say like instead of like, oh wow, congratulate that person, man, for
Go out,
doing.
yeah, go out of your
Like,
way to make a positive comment on someone's
yeah,
shit.
smile at
That's my
somebody today,
challenge for
man.
today. I'm gonna go comment on 10 TikToks and tell them that like something good. You know what I
Like
mean?
yeah, like hey, man, you're
That's
doing good. This
for real.
TikTok is awesome. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
them
Let's
too,
let's
man.
let's make
Like
that the stream goal for
all right, let's
anyone
do that.
watching or whatever. You know what I mean? Whoever's watching, go leave
Right.
10 positive comments. Be that
And
positive
then when you
movement.
do, comment on this video until it's
Yep.
done. And
Yep.
we might DM you and have something special for you. Real,
For
seriously.
real. No, I fuck
I
with
think that's
that. I
sick,
got a
dude. Like,
stash sitting the shit that's been hitting
yeah,
me, man.
you know
I've
what I
already
mean?
sent that
Like,
shit. For real, bro.
dude,
That's what it's really about, though. You know what I
we
mean?
need
Like,
more
just trying.
positivity, man. Like, you need to go, you know what I mean? I'm not saying like give everything away, whatever, but just being nice to somebody might change their day. You know,
Dude,
like,
literally, bro. Like, it's crazy how little. Like, think about when someone does something for you or says something nice to you, like how it makes you
it
feel as
makes
a
my
person.
day.
Like, it's crazy, and that's the power that you have to change other people's days and other people's lives. And people like they underestimate that ability and like what they
Mm.
really have. You know what I mean? And people don't. They just don't look at it. They choose to see the negative aspects of life, like we talked about, and like it's all about how you see it, man. It's all
Well,
about
like
your
it sucks
perspective.
though because like I feel like nowadays the kids in high school and everything like that they always oh man I'm anxiety or I'm depressed or like it's like man come on I wish you could just get out of your head because like it's so much better like
It's so tough,
it
especially
is
being a kid's crazy, bro. Like, cause even for me recently,
nowadays
you know what I mean. Like, I went through like that whole high school phase and stuff, and like, you know how they say your brain doesn't mature till you're 24, but bro, I wasn't. I don't even remember what I was like that time as a completely different
right
human being. You know what I mean? So like, all of it, I feel like is part of life, and I feel like all that stuff is overdiagnosed, and we're always so
yeah
quick to like try and look for a problem because again, that's unfortunately the reality of the world now. You know what I mean? So it's
right
like I don't know. It's a tough topic, you know what I mean?
and that's why I like the sports cards man because it brings me happiness it brings me positivity it brings me and the sports cards market is great man you go to a
Dude.
show you will not have a bad time at a show
Yeah,
you
you'll
will
meet
like
good people, you'll see sick cards.
yes
Dude,
like
there's nothing like buying a card you really, really love. You know what I mean? Like actually having some where you look at it, you're like, dude, this
bro,
thing is
yeah.
sick.
Like
You know what I
even the
mean?
shows we went to, we get in the car and we're like, dude, did you see what I got? Did you see
Yeah,
this deal
yeah,
I
yeah.
got? Like we go
And
over
the
it. Like,
thrill of the deal, the thrill of the
yes,
deal. Dude, he
like,
wanted
dude,
200. I talked him down to 120. I couldn't believe it.
yes, like,
Dude,
dude,
he
that's
said
what I
throw him an
love.
offer and he sold it for one third the price. Like, you know what I
Right,
mean?
like,
Like,
and you never know, you know what I mean? Like, it's just so
100%.
fun, man. I
I
love
love
it.
the industry, man. I love it, dude. That
There's nothing like it.
second episode of the podcast. We're closing on an hour. I thought that went great again, man.
Oh, dude, yeah,
100%.
great
Everyone
podcast.
watching, guys, don't forget to sub. Don't forget to like.
Yeah,
Follow
hit that
along.
like button.
Cleveland Cards going on a journey. I think next episode for sure. Special guest. I got a
Yeah,
dude
I think
lined
it's
up.
time. Yeah,
I got a dude lined up who said he wanted to be on the podcast. One of the dealers from around here, so I think we'll do that. And I'll
right.
try and I think Strongsville show is tomorrow. So if I end up going out to it, I want to get some footage and start talking a little bit more
Oh, that'd
about
be pretty
Cleveland
dope.
because I feel like that's really the goal, man. I really want to start to talk about like what Cleveland's about in cards, and I'm
The
serious about talking about
dealers
putting it
and
on the
stuff like
map and
that.
stuff. So we're definitely gonna get more into that, and
Right.
I
If
don't
you
know,
enjoyed this podcast, man, please
100%.
smash that. Give us a like, man. Leave us a comment of any
Yes,
questions you
sir.
want to ask.
You guys also
Don't.
see the socials down at the bottom of
Yeah.
both of us. Follow us on all those platforms, man. I'm posting all the time. Card Talk's posting all the time, and we're on it, and it's good content. Tips, tricks, how to make some money in the game, what it's all about, man. Really hope you guys enjoyed it. Love doing these podcasts, just like Good Talk. Really appreciate you guys, man.
It's fire,
I got nothing else if you're good.
Yeah, no, I'm good, man. You're good.
Appreciate it. Cleveland Cards, episode number 2 in the books.
Let's
Peace
go.
out.